Why do feminists want to smash? Why do
All right, welcome to JD Reacts, and thank you for joining me. We're about to get into this reaction. Let's go.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
All right, welcome to JD Reacts. I appreciate you joining me. Real quick, we're about to get into this reaction, and we're going to react to this complicated channel. And yeah, pretty good, awesome channel. I listen to them all the time, and the title is Matriarchy: Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women. All right, he's gonna talk about the matriarchy. Let's see what it's all about. I know it's gonna be some foolishness. All right, let's go. Hold down. Let me. Thought I had it correct. My bad. Yeah. See. All right. Here we go. Let's go back to it. All right. Let's play it.
Is it true that most women say they want a man to protect and provide?
Yes.
What if I told you the idea of men protecting and providing is a social construct reinforced by the patriarchy?
That's true.
I would definitely agree.
If patriarchy is bad, why do women still expect that from men?
Because I feel like women still want to be taken care of, even though they want to be bosses as well. They still want to have that manly love at the end of the day.
Yeah, because yes, the reason why deep down inside women want it because it's in their DNA. They can't shy away from it. They could bury it, but guess what? It's still there.
I think it's just the pressure of society and what's been passed down to us through generations. I think that's part of where the confusion lies, is that there's been this pressure of that you're supposed to be married and you have to do it this way because everybody did it this way. But now with social media and different outlets and religions and countries and cultures and the freedom of speech, people want to try new things.
For me personally, I don't want a man to think that he can do everything for me. I want a man to...
Hey, guess what? You are going to be single. Because guess what? A man that's on his grind, he don't want an independent woman. Yeah, you want to be independent, be by yourself.
be able to say, I know that you can do it, but let me do it for you. So I think it kind of depends woman to woman.
What is patriarchy and why do so many women complain about it?
I think
Yeah, before she answers, patriarchy basically means the father, the man, is governed by the man. Patriarchal systems, governmental systems, family systems are governed by the man, led by the man.
patriarchy is the fear of being controlled by men when it's really
Control. I'll use that word, control. No, it's not controlling.
a form of structure.
Would you agree that it's defined as a system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it?
No, I feel that that's more
That's the actual definition of patriarchy. Wow.
small-minded individuals. They're not looking at the bigger picture of that we do need leadership. More often than not, unfortunately, we do see women get clouded by their emotions, and I'm guilty of it.
Why is patriarchy seen as such a bad thing when women always expected men to provide?
I think it's just fear. I think, again,
Fear of what?
and it's the fear of wanting to be controlled, but then also wanting to be
Control. What do you mean? A man that's on his purpose. They got the definition mixed up. They think control leadership. They think leadership is control. No. Leadership is leadership. Control. The reason why they say that because they want to do what they want to do. They want to be whores and all that crap. Nope. If you want to be with a man that's on his purpose, guess what? He leads, you follow.
Be submissive, so you got to pick a side, ladies.
I think patriarchy
Right.
nowadays is how men perceive themselves and how they put themselves on a pedestal above women. However, I don't think
Who says that? Been watching too many movies.
that was the original perception of it itself. I think women look at it as a negative thing because men use it as like a power trip against women. And I
No, we don't, idiot.
don't think that is something that should be used, especially in today's society, because we have different rules and standards now.
If a man protecting and providing for a woman is called a patriarchy, would a woman protecting and providing for a man be called a matriarchy?
I would say yes. I think that, yeah, it would then be a matriarchy.
Oh, guys, let me rewind that. Jeez Louise.
I would say yes.
If a man protecting and providing for a woman is called a patriarchy,
Yep.
would a woman protecting and providing for a man be called a matriarchy?
I would say yes.
Yeah, but it's a form. But guess what? Now that's control. When it's a matriarchy, that's a woman controlling a man.
I think that, yeah, it would then be a matriarchy of then could trickle down and they would then feel probably victimized later on down the line for it.
How can a society that always places women first be called a patriarchy?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Maybe because they don't feel that women are put first right now.
If we lived in a
That's cap.
matriarchal society that was run by women, what would the man's role become?
Uh-oh.
If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't think it would flip. I think it'd be the same concept because
Answer the question. Let's rewind that question. Cause she didn't answer the question, woman.
If we lived in a matriarchal society that was run by women, what would the man's role become?
Oh yeah. We'll be subjugated. We'll be in slavery. Oh yeah, because women's not good with power. We want to be honest. Oh yeah, they'll put us in cages. Yep.
if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't think it would flip. I think it'd be the same concept because there are things that men can do that women can't, and there are things that women can do that men can't. And men are the ones that are supposed to be the provider. That's been how it has been for last however long. They have different strengths, they have different weaknesses, just as women do. And I think if it were to be a matriarchal society, women would feel as though that they should be the powerhouse. And I don't think that's necessarily what our generation in today's world can say is 100% the truth.
Isn't a matriarchy just women having authority without responsibility, while men have responsibility without authority?
Bro, he just said it, man. Oh my goodness, Don DeMarco, bro. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's perfectly said. Yeah.
Well, would that be the same thing as like what a patriarchy is now? Like you could say the same thing. I don't really
Nope.
know that. I don't really know the answer of that.
Women
is
have
answer.
to work harder to get where they want to because men are
No, they don't. All they do is look pretty. Don't be stupid, and you'll get hired before a man does.
always going to look down on them and saying, you know,
No, we're
oh, you
not.
can't do this, you're a woman. Oh, you can't do that, you're a woman. Let me do it for you instead of you can't do it, you know? And I kind of
Majority of jobs, which involves the infrastructure, majority of men lead, like 98%, 97%. Jeez Louise, man.
It contradicts what I said beforehand, but I think part of it too is it's like women also place this thing on themselves where they're like, I need a man to do this for me. I need a man to do this for me
Okay, what's wrong with that?
instead of I want a man to do this for me. And so it's viewed
No. You need a man to do it.
differently.
What does it mean when people say that men are supposed to lead?
I think it's that people want to be supported and have somebody that will lead them and guide them and provide for them. But you have to be willing to be a team player too, not another child in the house.
How is that different than patriarchy?
Ooh, I think it can get kind of messy depending, but I don't know, maybe not too different.
It's more of you're the man, I'm the woman, you're supposed to make me feel comfortable, not levels to our lifestyle though. Because I feel like even if a woman works, a man works, it's no different. We're all working and going towards a goal. So as long as you have that.
Okay, what exactly is the woman's goal? What is it? I need to know. Can somebody answer that in the chat or in the comment section? What is the woman goal?
Goal. I don't really think it's a matriarchy patriarchy thing. I just think it's we're all getting to the goal. So if you want to work and that's going to get us closer to the goal, then cool. But if I want to have a job and that's going to get us closer to that same goal, I don't think there's a difference.
Why do feminists want to smash the patriarchy but not build the matriarchy?
Oh, that's a great question. You'd have to ask a feminist.
Because they like to take down power but not establish it themselves.
Which doesn't make no sense. So freaking stupid, man.
Like have a job the same as a man, to be paid the same as a man. That was the original concept of feminism. But now it's turned into something different for certain people and just kind of screaming it and saying, I'm a woman, you need to respect me, when there's no really concept behind it. And so I think women, not all women, but there are some women, just
Majority of women.
like how there's bad seeds and everything, have this perception of what feminism is, and that's blasted as like the forefront, and it kind of gets messed around. So I don't really think that it's a common thing for women to feel that way. It's just a certain
Women, not woman, women.
group.
If women don't need men, why don't they build a female-only civilization on an island or a female-only Fortune 500 company and show the world how it's done?
Uh-oh. Because they don't got that inside their DNA. Sorry, that's the way it is. It's not in their DNA. Come on, man. It's not.
What if it already exists and you don't know about it?
How about you answer the question, idiot? She don't even answer the question.
I think that there's a lot of women-owned companies, especially.
Nobody is not answering the question. Answer the question. Sorry, guys, I have to do this. Answer the question.
Certain group.
If women don't need men, why don't they build a female-only civilization on an island or a female-only Fortune 500 company and show the world how it's done?
Yes, why don't they build a Fortune 500 company and show the men, especially, how it's done? Answer the question. Go.
What if it already exists and you don't know about it?
I think that there's a lot of women-owned companies, especially in production
She didn't answer the question.
and small businesses and all sorts of things. I just don't think that anything would be that sustainable if it was only run by one gender.
Would you consider a queen bee in nature an example of a matriarchy?
Yes.
The queen bee needs her worker bees to survive. She needs the bees also to repopulate as well, to have more bees. She needs those male bees. But those male bees follow her everywhere because they need someone to lead them.
If all women are bee, would you consider a queen bee in nature an example of a matriarchy?
Yes.
The queen bee needs her worker bees to survive. She needs the bees also to repopulate as well, to have more bees. She needs those male bees. But those male bees follow her everywhere because they need someone to lead them.
They walking right into it. You saw what he just did? Oh my goodness. If a queen bee was a matriarchy. Wow.
If all women are queens, how do we not currently live in a matriarchy?
But we do.
How so?
All queens support other queens. If you don't support a queen, then
She's a fucking, I'm sorry, my language. She's an idiot. Answer the question, feminist.
you're not a queen.
Can you think of any matriarchies that have existed and stood the test of time?
No.
The matriarchy stood the test of time? No, I don't think so. I think in the black community there's a matriarchy. I think.
Yes, I can think of specifically three actually.
What,
Two of them are Egyptian. One of them is Hatshepsut and Cleopatra. And if you
No. Okay, guys, y'all saw what just happened. Did she answer the question? Let's see what the question was. Again, let's see. Ready? Go.
Can you think of any matriarchies that have existed and stood the test of time?
Okay, the question was, do you know of any matriarchies that existed and stood the test of time? Meaning, the test of time means, is it standing today? Is it standing today? Means, did it stand the test of time? Go.
No.
Oh, yes.
Thank
I
you.
can think of Specifically three actually. Two of them are Egyptian. One of them is Hatshepsut and Cleopatra.
Nope. They did not stand the test of time. Do Cleopatra's whatever exists today? No.
And if you think about it, Cleopatra was one of the smartest women in the entire world.
But did her lineage or whatever exist right now? No. You sound...
She knew 17 different languages, I think it was. She actually controlled Rome through Caesar by contacting him through emotional powers. That's pretty cool. Hatshepsut did the same thing, and she actually had all of her portraits in Egypt described more as manly and more masculine because she wanted people to respect her. I think the last one would also be Queen Elizabeth I. If you think about it, she had no heirs, she did nothing, and she wanted to be portrayed as a man as well because she wanted to have respect and authority. And
You'll never get respect. Shut up. It did not stand the test of time. That matriarchy. Are you listening to the question?
she is one of the greatest leaders that we still talk about to this time.
I don't know about standing the test of time. I think a lot of them, if they made a difference, unfortunately, it was short-lived.
So then why are so many women obsessed with tearing down the patriarchy and replacing it with a matriarchy?
Because they're afraid that if they don't continue to push, then it will be completely undermined.
And I hate to say it, you had these women that were in these positions of power. They were doing these really good things for their countries, and then a man stepped back in, and sometimes it kind of just falls down due to ego.
No. We let y'all have it, and we could take it away.
Could it ever be possible for women to hold too much power in society?
I think it is possible. I'd like to wish that it wasn't, but a lot of times we can get clouded by our emotions.
You know, it'd be wrong for me to say that men hold too much power and say that women can never hold too much power. I think if you get power in your hands and you have a power trip kind of person, and it can totally lead to self-destruction, 100%.
If we consider that the mainstream media, social media, TV, newspapers are all owned by powerful men, the real patriarchy of this world, who is giving women so much airtime to platform and challenge the patriarchy?
The men who are they're in love with the women's looks so much that they would do anything for the women, right?
Isn't that called a simp?
Yes.
Depends on how you see it. Yes and no. Everybody's
No, the answer is yes. It would be called a simp.
simps for somebody.
The men are the ones giving us the power. I think, unfortunately, a lot of it comes down to what looks good on TV, and sex sells.
Women often complain about how it's a man's world and how men have all the power in society. If we lived in a matriarchy and women had all the power, would they be willing to give it up?
Say it again. 3 times a lady?
No, definitely not.
So then why should men be expected to give away their power?
I mean, they're not, but that's the real men from the fake men.
Don't women have all the power when it comes to controlling sex, and are they willing to give that up?
I don't think so, but a lot of women don't see themselves as in power, which they should. If a man's, running to your needs and providing for you, definitely. Who's the one that wears the pants? The skirt.
I mean, if a girl wants to have sex with a guy and the guy says no, then they're controlling sex.
What? First of all, women hold the keys to sex. Men hold the keys to relationships. You have all the power. You have to consent. No, you have to consent for the men to have sex with you. So what are you talking about? You have all the power.
It's an interesting conversation because the typical situation is that women, choose who they want to have sex with, whereas guys tend to, get with who they can. As from what I've seen, it's not a fact, but, so in every scenario except rape, it's probably correct.
When men were in charge, didn't they still make laws to protect women?
Yes.
State by state.
Yes, the answer is yes. Don't be saying state by state. Yes. Freaking idiot. Yes.
If we lived in a matriarchy, would women make laws to protect men?
Oh, nope.
Of course we would, because
Man,
we're
what?
wives, we're women, we take care, so that's something that we do as well. So yes, we definitely
Really?
would.
I would think so. I know that they would probably look out for themselves first, though.
If so, what would those laws be?
That's
To smash the patriarchy. Oh yeah, they'll get rid of every.
a great question. I've never really considered that because I already feel that men are protected.
Men make laws and rules based on what's best for them.
No, you idiot. No, we don't. We protect y'all, you idiot. Like a feminist, man.
And their families and what they feel is going to keep them best in positions where they need to be. Women think more emotionally in the sense of, what can I do for this man? What can I do for me? What's going to protect
Are you? Is this woman serious? No. Women are selfish.
me? What's going to be best for my children? And I think that's also why you don't see a lot of women in power too, is because there's a lot of men that just make laws to keep them in power and a lot of women that make laws that are sustainable and long term.
No, you idiot. That's the other way around. No, men do make laws for long term. You idiot.
Why do women think that if we have a female president, everything will suddenly become amazing?
Because women are amazing.
Does being a particular sex mean that you have to share certain politics?
No.
It doesn't matter if it's a woman or man. It just matters how educated they are and how they run the country.
Why do women think that the men in power won't cater to women when they already have?
I think it's circumstantial. Like maybe they have in some things, but there's still certain things that maybe they haven't.
I just think they've done what they think is enough, but it's not enough.
If we live in such a patriarchal society, where did all these laws come from that protect women and punish men?
No idea, because I don't have any laws that really protect us, so I don't really know what.
Really? We got state laws for abortion, contraceptives. we got the divorce, the marriage. I'm sorry, the divorce. I get alimony, child support. You're talking about protect women. Really? Really?
What laws protect me, because I don't feel protected as a woman, so I don't get that question either.
Well, like the Violence Against Women Act, the family courts are typically biased against men.
I think it just comes down to what we've seen in history. It takes, like I said, it takes a long time to fix what's happened in the past, and so a lot of times these laws are put in place to help act as a catalyst to do that. But because right now, like as you said before, women are in a position where they are trying to become equal, and in order to do that, it takes laws to be set in place.
If feminism is about equality, why isn't there equal representation of both men and women's issues?
I think that's because they already feel that they're below men, so they're trying to catch up to then be seen as equal.
Because there's not equal representations in our government. So until we have equal representation of females in our government, then it would trickle down into society.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. If a woman sees that there's a problem, she's going to speak up against it.
No, she's not. Only to satisfy her.
If a man sees that there's a problem, they're going to speak up to it. When a lot of people are drawing attention to an issue, they're all going to speak up to that. And I think that's what is happening with women in our country. And I think that it needs to happen because when a problem is seen and so many people agree on it, people should speak about it.
All right, man. These women are delusional when it comes to these. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And you guys have, man. So what y'all think about that? Is this world better with the matriarchy or patriarchy? What y'all think? What do y'all think? All right. Well, I will see you guys later. Holla.